There comes a movie every year which sounds too good to be true with a charismatic lead and a competent director, but fails with some obnoxious acting choices which only led me saying,
"What the hell is even that?"
Today we are talking about Mickey 17, a movie directed by Bong Joon-ho, who you probably know by his movie Parasite, which won him an Oscar, and we get one of the most versatile actors, Robert Pattinson.
Oh my.
And my god, he crushed it with the role. Who would have believed that this guy was an emo vampire who turned out to be this good?
Not me.
The movie has everything: a dark comedy, sci-fi, Donald Trump parody.
What?
But it didn't live up to the expectations. Mickey, our main character, has a backstory. A small backstory, if you will. He's running away from a lone shark who will go to the ends of the earth to find him. And in this case, to the end of the spaceship, which is light years away from the earth, I might add. The lone shark plot hardly comes in the movie. We get a glimpse of it towards the end, but it was just there to justify Mickey why he was so expendable for the scientists on the ship to perform an extreme human experiments. Yeah, in this movie he's expendable. No, not like Sylvester Stallone Battalion, more like a lab rat. The scientists exposed him to different viruses and environment to study and make vaccine against the pathogens. And every time he dies of some experiment, he is cloned back with the use of the biodegradable waste and some human feces. I was intrigued by the idea of human cloning in this movie and what could be the consequences of that, but we rather see Mark Ruffalo doing a horrible impression of the Orange Man. Believe me when I say there is
The message.
and it is not so subtle. I like the old movies which really don't think their audience are dumb and can catch nuances and subtlety through their performances. And talking about performances, Mark Ruffalo could be one of the goofiest impressionists of the Trump I have seen in a long time. It feels like he is parodying him in one of the late night TV shows whose ratings are plummeting. His fake teeth was very distracting, and the way he played Marshall and the actress played his wife looks like a villain from a kids movie. They were too over the top and watching them felt like a punishment. The actress was okay, but I just wanna skip Ruffalo's scenes whenever he was on the screen. But on the other hand, we have Pattinson. He was really good at playing the double role. He feels like a completely different person whenever 17 and 18 were on the screen. His line delivery had me chuckle a couple of times. He has so much range. The way he does different accents was incredible. And I really love the fact that he had made so much money with the Twilight movies and now he can do all type of different characters. He really removed the stigma of being a typecast as a moody emo protagonist. And for me, he's the one nailing the comedy bits of the movie, both physically and whenever he was interacting with his own clone. There was a love triangle amidst this, but it went nowhere. The beginning of the movie seems captivating, where we get to know the world and how Mickey's clones were made, and the sci-fi atmosphere feels like the world has been lived in. The middle of the movie was a drama between 17 and 18, and the climax of the movie was very lackluster. This movie has some great ideas, but it doesn't seem to settle on what it wants to focus on. The idea of a clone interacting with his past self and having to contemplate that the person right in front of you is a completely different self from yourself might be very interesting. It reminded me of a game called Soma, which was very dark indeed. A man who transfers his consciousness into a different body, but the last body needs to destroy for him to continue.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Instead, we have to endure Ruffalo's horrible reenactment of a madman. This movie feels like an amalgamation of great ideas which were poorly executed despite having a great cast. Robert was the one who was holding the ship throughout the movie. I hope to see more of Pattinson in the future. And on that note,
where is Batman 2?
And for this one, it has some good concepts which were largely ignored to shed the light on the finale, which was very messy. What do you think about Mickey 17? Is it up to your liking or not? And if you really wanna watch some good sci-fi with comedy, click on this one for the Back to the Future.